Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of the Discover Music NI podcast. As always, my name's Corky. Hello, thanks for joining us. With me is my co-host Kendo. Would you like to say a few words?
Few words.
That's well done.
I'm glad to hear that you didn't change your name.
Say again?
Glad to hear you didn't change your name because you said, as always, I'm Corky.
Oh, okay. Well, that is true. I am always quirky. And joining us this evening, we have our special guest is Charlie Hanlon. Charlie, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, our pleasure having you. As you know, we featured one of your songs in the first season, and Kendo and me really enjoyed it, loved it. So we were very keen to get you on this season. So we were.
Thank you very much.
If you want to start telling us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, kind of music you listen to, etc.
Yeah, so I'm Charlie. I'm from Downpatrick, County Down. I'm 16 years old and I make sort of indie pop music, I'd say. But recently kind of just venturing around, just kind of playing around, trying to find some sort of sound. But, you know, indie pop is kind of the one. And yeah, that's really it. I like hummus. And there's all my, that's all there's need to know about me.
Good to know.
That's what we're doing, Kendo, from now on. Every time we have a new guest in, tell us a random fact about you.
A random fact about you.
Charlie started a new
trend. Do you like hummus?
Charlie started a new trend. Good stuff.
Like it.
What we'll do then, Charlie, we're going to start off. We're going to play your first song. If you want to tell us a little bit about it, please.
Yeah. So the first song is "Will You Stay Tonight," and yeah. So this is a song that came about when I wrote it when I was 14. Right. Just as it turned 14 actually. And it was for a songwriting competition, and I just wanted to write the most cliche pop love song that I could write, so I'd win the competition. Spoiler alert: I didn't win the competition, but I got a really good tune out of it because my naive mind was thinking I'll do this, and then I actually got a really okay song out of it, and then got offered a recording spot up in the Bangor Tech. There's a guy I knew up there, and he was doing his HND, and he said, "Do you want to come up and record it?" And that was just as I turned 15. Went up there, did it in one day, played on all the instruments myself, co-produced it with him, and then it took me. Then COVID hit, and then it took me almost a year to actually finally get out, and then I finally released it in October of 2020.
Excellent.
And that was that. Yeah, my debut single.
Worth the wait.
Oh, definitely. We'll play for you here now. This is "Will You Stay Tonight."
Getting up early on a Monday morning. Will she dance or will she cry? When you said I'm getting a little stronger, there was no winning this fight. First thing you do is step out the door, wondering what went wrong. Then all you do is realize that you needed me more. Will you stay tonight? Will you stay tonight? Will you stay tonight and make me feel alright? lost in a world without you. And then you called over to mine and said these things just alright. But wait, 'cause I'll be needing you tonight. Will you stay tonight? Will you stay tonight? Will you stay tonight and make me feel alright? You needed me more, now I'm getting along. Please just let me know it won't be too long. Will you stay tonight? 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 Will you stay tonight and make me feel? You make me feel alright. Alright.
Charlie, that's great. We love it.
Oh, thank you
Quality.
so much.
It is. It's such
Yes.
like an uplifting beat to it. Yeah, not describing that very well. Apologies. But it's such a happy song. It's like a real summer song, so it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
It was great thinking of me to release it on Halloween. So a beautiful summer song, a day before Halloween.
You mentioned that you played all the instruments and everything yourself. You've obviously been playing for quite a long time then, have you?
Yeah. So I started playing drums when I was 5. So I've grown up around a musical family. My dad's a musician. He's a bass player. So ironically, I took to every instrument except the bass. But I think he was more glad about that than sad. But yeah, I remember growing up, like the first kind of exposure I had to any sort of television was actually watching like Queen concerts on DVD, and I had Queen Greatest Hits, but all the DVDs of it. So instead of watching like a cartoon, I'd watch the Queen Greatest Hits DVD, and then
Great education.
yeah, exactly. And then I got big into stuff like that and Rod Stewart and Elton John and all. Like when I was just a little toddler, like, and from that I was just like drumming along on like my sofa to all them things, and then eventually we're like, we're just gonna have to get him a drum kit because he's just ruining all the pots and pans. Ruining the sofa. So they did that. I wrecked that drum kit, and then so I started playing drums. Then playing along to all my favorite albums. It was huge in the Beatles and Queen, as I said. And there was also a band from Cavan called the Stripes. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah, they just split up there last year, or the year before.
Yeah, they split up a while back, but
But they were like, they were just teenagers when they were together. Yeah.
yeah, I remember watching them on the Late Late Toy Show when that was their first ever like performance, and they were like 12, and I remember just being so fascinated about that, and I had it recorded, and I just watched that, and I was fascinated by that, and then I followed them right up until they split up. But
yeah, I think it was a blue collar Jane. I think was one
Blue
of the
Collar
biggest singles.
Jane, yeah, that's one.
Yeah,
of them.
Lethal.
Great band, but
Yeah.
so I was just kind of listening to all that, and then eventually I got into playing guitar around the age of 8, and I was just writing songs about like my sports day, or like, you know, like the teacher I hated at school or whatever, you know. Like I was just anything I could think of, I was trying to write a song about it, and then that just kind of progressed into my, and I just kept at it, and it's always what I wanted to do, you know, make music. So Yeah.
It's great to hear that from such a young age, you know, you weren't overexposed to it, so you've had that sort of education. You've been watching, not even just watching music, but watching great music as well, and listening to great music, and then you want to continue on and then sort of take your own path on it as well. Great to hear, especially for somebody so young.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the case of like my parents shoving it down my throat. It was a case of one day I was going to a birthday party and my dad put the Queen Greatest Hits on the CD player, and I remember hearing Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and it was like the first thing I was kind of singing ever, and I was like humming along to it and like wanting to hear it again and again and again, and then eventually we had all these DVDs and it picked them out instead, so it kind of naturally almost gravitated to it. I was never forced into anything, you know what I mean?
Excellent.
So it's good stuff. Like
maybe if you had been forced into something, like, I don't want that, and it's not because you don't want it or you don't like it, it's because it's being forced upon you.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I'm very, very grateful to have kind of like a natural kind of music upbringing, you know.
Very good.
Class.
Excellent.
So moving on from that, we're going to hit you. Well, I'm going to hit you with some sort of A or B kind of things, quick fire questions. In fact, the ones that I have, Courtney's got some more difficult ones to think about afterwards. The ones I have are choose this or that kind of thing. That's mostly bands, few singers. Hey,
just first thing comes to your mind. It's just applause.
So, Beatles or Rolling Stones?
The Beatles.
Oasis or Blur?
Blur.
Ooh. Tights or Cherem?
Tights.
Catfish in the Bottlemen or Inhaler?
Oh no, literally. Oh,
we got him.
Right, Catfish and haven't done anything in a while, so Inhaler.
Fair enough. The Smiths or the Stone Roses?
Stone Roses.
Declan McKenna or Dermot Kennedy?
Declan McKenna.
Snow Patrol or Two Door Cinema Club?
Snow Patrol.
Mac or PC?
I don't know. PC, I guess.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer.
That's an ongoing one from season 1 where we have often debated the merits and failures of Apple products and everything else. Everybody else is Apple stuff.
I was starting to feel like I was the only person left in the whole country that uses a Windows PC. But I'm delighted with that answer, Charlie. Thank you very much.
No worries.
By the way, I'm sorry to tell you, but there are no prizes.
Oh no! I'm leaving
now. Should have told you.
Okay, well, thanks for coming along, but so a few other questions. These are a bit more. Would you rather? So you have a bit more time to think about it. So, would you rather be a talented songwriter who can't sing, or a talented singer who can't write?
I'm already a talented songwriter that can't sing, so I'll pick the first one.
A bit self-deprecating, so Grant, we'll take that answer. That's no worries. Would you rather have a big part in a small band or a small part in a big band?
Ooh, well, a small part in a big band, because I wouldn't mind playing tambourine for Queen or something. So you know,
that's
just
fair enough.
Spend time with them boys.
That's cool. For once a day for the rest of your life, which given your young age is going to be a very long time, would you rather listen to either A, your favorite artist playing a cover version of your least favorite song,
right,
or your least favorite artist covering your favorite song?
It'd have to be my favorite artist playing a cover version of my least favorite song, because at least if there's the opportunity for them to make it all right.
Nah, well, that's fair enough. We do find that is the most common answer. As the example Kendo gave at the very beginning when we were planning these questions was that he would rather listen to Queen cover Justin Bieber instead of Justin Bieber covering Queen.
Yeah,
Perfect sense.
definitely.
2 more questions for you. Your manager calls you up. The support act has dropped out of a gig and you're filling in. Who's the headline act? Like, who's your ideal headline act?
I'd love to support Declan McKenna or Blossoms, so I'd
Very
go
good.
with Declan McKenna.
Very good. Excellent. And then, final question. Who would win a wrestling match, Lemmy or God?
Oh, Lemmy, come on.
It's a trick question. Lemmy is God.
Oh, there you go.
That's out of a film that's actually older than you, so I don't expect you to get that reference. A film called Airheads. It's a very good film.
I'll have
It's
to
about
check it out.
it was about a band that break into a radio station. They get their single played on air, and it's hilarious. It's Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi, and Brendan Fraser. It's absolutely hilarious, so it is definitely worth a watch.
All right, nice one. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Good stuff. And that's it for the quiz. We'll not fire any more at you. What we are going to move on to is we're going to chat about. You have an announcement.
Yes.
Well, you made an announcement last Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. So my second single comes out tomorrow. Well, midnight tonight, really.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Kids Today, and I worked on it with a guy called Michael Mermeka. I don't know if you're aware of Michael. He was in Mojo Fury, and he's played drums for like Melodium and
Yes.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, so Michael's a great guy. I've known him for a long time. He's friends with my dad, and he plays music with my dad as well. So through that, we always talked about working on a tune together, me and Mike, and we got a very similar kind of idea of like where we work in the musical kind of sector. So yeah, through that we just kind of collaborated on this one, and the song Kids Today came about bang in the middle of lockdown. It's not about lockdown, although it may seem it, like with I'll Never Be With You, I Guess I'm Alone Forever. It's more kind of about, well, what I was feeling it was more just like the disconnect I was feeling online with friends, and how like everything happens online now, and none of it's, and people are just ignoring all the major problems around them and using their phones as distractions, you know what I mean? So and then I kind of felt like, well, from lockdown I was forced into that a bit more than I initially was. And it was like, what is happening to me? So yeah, I wrote that song about that, and then but people could take whatever they want from it. So I wrote it when I was 15, and then recorded it in May with Michael again. I played all the instruments on it again, and then worked on production with Mike. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with the result, and I hope people enjoy it as much as I enjoy it myself.
Excellent. I'm just going to say, first of all, you're 16.
Yeah, 16.
You should not be old enough to be writing subject matter like that. That's a very mature topic. So it is. So absolutely, I mean, credit to you. I mean, that's brilliant.
I'll write a soppy love song next time. I'll go back to what he said now.
That's cool. That's cool. We have been fortunate to get a wee sneak peek of it, so thank you very much for that. But we're going to play it here now. This is Kids Today.
Get in line, but I can't feel no feelings bubbling up. One day, you know, we'll just look each other in the eyes and cry. Don't worry though, I've been trained my head for this complication. That boy you love is just enough to send me over the edge right now. If I could leave this time, I would leave right now. If I could leave this time, I would leave right now. I'll never be with you, I guess I'm alone forever. We are shut the door and walk out to the world from the cities. But you can ignore all the buildings falling beside you. 'Cause everybody's trying to work out ways to get by, while you're trying to work out the reasons why. That everything just falls apart. And if I could leave this time, I would leave right now. I wanna be with you. I guess I'm alone forever. But we are the same. I wanna get to you. I guess that's it forever. We are the kids today. I can't find you, but I will try to. I know that you are the one. If I could leave this time, I would leave right now. If I could and if I could leave this time, I would leave right now. We are the kids today.
Charlie, that's brilliant. Love it.
Excellent tune. Love it.
Thank you
Love
so
it.
much. Cheers.
No, these are.
I was saying to Corky, like, we had a listen earlier on, and I just said to him, I said, like, the whole way, even from the start, I was going, were you listening to the Smiths whenever you wrote that, by any chance? Because there's a lot of Smith influence kind of tune to that.
Yeah, well, guitar wise, definitely it was a reference point when I initially demoed it, and be honest with you, like at the time I was like I'm always really into Declan McKenna, and then other artists like that, and kind of just a modern sort of indie sound is what I was going for. But then also I took aspects from some of my favorite tracks from the 80s, surprisingly, with the like synths and like the opening synth and stuff like that. So
I will
yeah.
certainly with the likes of Declan McKenna, because he would have like the indie sound, but with like a pop vocal.
Yeah, definitely. And also the same with bands like Blossoms as well. It's like
Yeah,
it's a sound I really kind of strive for because it's what I love to listen to. And it's like indie tunes with like a pop sensibility, as you said. Exactly that. So that's what I was kind of
Yeah.
striving for with that. So I'm
great.
glad.
It's a great sound. Great sound.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm just looking forward to that. That is released tomorrow, well, midnight tonight. So we will get that link
Midnight
up
tonight, yes.
on all social medias as well. It's good stuff.
Corky,
Kendo.
is that our first exclusive for this season?
That is our first exclusive of the season.
Woohoo!
Not only is it our first exclusive of the season, it's actually an exclusive that hasn't been aired anywhere. So it's not even like when Gary Elliott gives an exclusive, like he hadn't planned on putting it out anywhere. So we were actually ahead of the game a wee bit, which is very exciting. So thank you very much, Charlie. Very much appreciated.
Absolutely no worries.
Good stuff.
Cheers.
We'll move on very quickly then before we wrap up. As with everybody, we've asked you to bring our recommended artist as well. If you want to tell us a little bit about who it is, what the song is.
Yeah, so the song I have chosen is a song called J.J. Johnston by my good pal Emét, E-M-E-T, for anyone who's wondered. And yeah, he's just an incredible artist, and I feel he's very underrated in general, just even in the scene in Ireland and stuff. Like he's so underrated, but like I don't know why more people are like jumping on him, but you know, he's an incredible artist, and I think his like whole image and his style of songwriting and just the production on the track, everything about it just makes me fall in love with it. And like I kind of like it's a bit more slow pace for me, but you know, in the best way possible.
Yes.
You know, it's just an amazing tune, and yeah, it's just great.
Excellent. Good stuff. Well, here it comes. This is called JJ Johnston.
If I bought a hazmat suit, would it be alright to stay with you? Every callus on my hands was worth the misery. Please forgive me when I say it hurts to leave, but I can't wait to take life for granted once again. Irish green streets made for ghosts. Safe to say that I'd be haunted more than most. Every face I come to know feels like a memory, but I give you my name 'cause you're the best of me, and I can't wait to take life for granted once again. And I waited for you with idle hands and nothing else to do, 'cause I can't wait to take life for granted once again. And I can't wait to take life for granted once again.
That's another great song. So it is.
Brilliant wee tune.
Brilliant song, yeah.
Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. That's incredible.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Look forward to
Have
hearing
you
more
not
from him.
heard it before? No.
No,
No.
haven't.
It's brilliant. Yeah, no, definitely. I'd recommend anyone watching this to check Emét out. He's a great guy. Also, he did his first ever live performance as Emét, well, under that project, actually on one of my live streams, which
very
was a funny thing, but it was the most ridiculous live stream he could have debuted his whole frigging career on. It was a lockdown karaoke. So
Yeah.
basically the premise was I got loads of my mates and loads of artists I know to come together and do 2 songs just by some like really cheesy artist, or like just do karaoke tunes, you know.
Very good.
So that was his first performance, and it was on one of my streams. But yeah, Emmett's great.
You
So
must have had a laugh doing that.
it was great crack. Yeah, it was a bit chaotic, but you know, the
Yeah, I
best
can
kind of
imagine.
chaotic.
Karaoke is chaotic without having to do it on a live stream.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, that's. I mean, we haven't heard of Emmet before, so he's on our list now. So we'll be checking him out. Absolutely.
Great stuff.
But that pretty much wraps us up for the evening. So it does. Just first of all, Charlie, again, thank you very much for coming along, for sharing an exclusive.
Thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Bring us another new artist to check out as well, and that's why. That's the purpose of it, is there might be somebody we've not heard of, if any of our listeners have not heard of, that and you recommend checking them out. So it's perfect. So it is a great example. And I say, that's
my pleasure.
So the only thing to do is just to say thanks, and just for everybody watching and listening, do the usual social media stuff like share, subscribe, all the rest. We don't like harping on about it, but we have to do it every week. But yes, thanks very much. We'll cue up the outro music here, and have a nice evening. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.